Hey guys, what's going on? So today I have my list of my top 10 favorite black metal bands that I said I would have. Actually, this is a redo because I originally did this list last summer when I was first getting into black metal. But the list has definitely changed a lot. And also, we're listening to Deicide, Servants of the Light in the background since I just got this album and I really dig it. And also, I put up the poster that came with the record back there next to my Watain poster, so that's pretty fucking sick. So yeah, but anyways, black metal is one of my favorite subgenres of metal, definitely. So this was kind of a difficult list to make, but I think I got a list that's pretty accurate to my taste, basically, so yeah. But my honorable mentions are Blasphemy, Gorgoroth, Immortal, Judas Iscariot, Watain, Shining, and Black Witchery. So yeah, I love all those bands, but they just couldn't fit on the top 10, so anyways. Number 10 is fucking Marduk. I know a lot of people don't like them because they're very repetitive, kind of blasturbation, black metal. All the songs are super fast and repetitive and short, and their albums are short, but that's what I like about them. They're a simple joy. They're just crazy and vicious and evil and blasphemous sounding and just very chaotic and heavy. But they're just a simple joy, though, because they aren't super hard to get into. If you're just getting into black metal, they're a good band to listen to. The albums aren't super raw, or, you know, and they're just really great, though. My favorite song, they also have a lot of death metal influence, particularly Swedish death metal, but my favorite album is definitely the first album, Dark Endless. There's a lot of Swedish death metal influence on that album. The riffs are just killer, and the vocals are awesome. And I also really love Panzer Division Marduk, just like everyone does. It's also a great album. They just have a lot of great albums. It's really fun black metal if you just want some fast stuff. I also really like their song titles, they're pretty amusing. Like Christ Raping Black Metal, Fist Fucking God's Planet, Still Fucking Dead, the Fuck Me Jesus EP. It's just kind of amusing, but Marduk is just a great band. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking, but yeah. Number 10 is Marduk. Number 9 is Cold World. I discovered this band about a couple months ago. It's a one-man DSBM band. And Melancholy 2, or Melancholy Squared, however you say it, because the 2 is like in math when there's like an X squared. But that's such a masterpiece of a fucking album. My favorite song is definitely Tortured by Solitude. The fucking violin in that song is beautiful, as well as the keyboards or synthesizers or whatever. And the guitar melody is amazing. It's just very beautiful and tragic sounding without sounding psychotic and crazy like some DSBM bands sound like. It's just very depressive and melancholic, but almost kind of happy sounding in a way, that song. And then the first song on the album, Dream of a Dead Sun, great song title by the way, is also really awesome. It opens up with like a synthesizer kind of, or power, like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I want to say power electronics, but I don't think that's what it's called. I think it's just a synthesizer with like effects on it. That sounds really cool. And then there's like really cool sounding riffs, very melancholic sounding, like I said, just amazing. If you haven't checked out Cold World, definitely give them a try. Even if you don't like DSBM because of how crazy it is, you'll probably like this band because they're a little bit more chilled out. So yeah, number 9 is Cold World. Number 8 is Bathory. Absolutely classic band. If you're into black metal, you should fucking know Bathory. Is at least the first 4 albums. My favorite is definitely Under the Sign of the Black Mark. I also really like Blood, Fire, Death. That's probably my second favorite. And the self-titled is also really fun, just like old school. Kind of has a heavy metal, speed metal kind of vibe, but it's still first wave black metal. And even the Viking metal stuff, I like Hammer Heart quite a bit as well. But yeah, Bathory is just a great band. If you're into black metal, you should know Bathory. Not much I need to say for them. So yeah. Number 7 is a black metal band that's gotten more popular over the past couple years. Gotta keep stirring, and that's Leviathan. Mostly because of his like fucking Scarf-Sided album. That's a great album, but I really love his early stuff, like 10th Syllable of Suicide. That's my favorite, or Pentacles of Horror. Or actually, Lurker of Chalice, his side project, the first album, or just the only album that he released under that name, actually just got reissued. I need to pick that up on vinyl. But fuck man, Leviathan is just so good. Masterpieces of albums, mixes many different elements of black metal that I really like DSBM, ambient black metal, a little bit of raw black metal, and even some punky sounding riffs occasionally. And like the chorus riff in "Fucking Your Ghost in Chains of Ice" is very punky sounding, and it's just really enjoyable black metal to listen to. Every one of his albums is a journey that just takes you on this dark, fucking crazy journey. And I really like his vocals. Well, he'll do the typical black metal vocals very well, but occasionally he'll make these really weird, almost like orgasmic sounding noises that are fucking bizarre as hell, but kind of cool sounding. And it just sounds fucked up and insane. So number 7 is Leviathan. Number 6 is Forgotten Tomb. One of the first black metal bands I ever got into, and the first DSBM band I ever discovered. The melodies are just absolutely beautiful. The vocals are absolutely tortured sounding. My favorite album is definitely Songs to Leave. Although I also really like Springtime Depression. That's also a good album. But again, just beautiful melodies. They just sound so heartbreaking. My favorite song on Song Sleeve is probably either Disheartenment or Into My Winter. Just amazing. If you haven't checked out Forgotten Tomb, you're doing something wrong. Just go fucking listen to them. I can't think of much to say. They're just an amazing one-man band. So yeah, 6 is Forgotten Tomb. Number 5 is a classic fucking band, Burzum. Not much I need to say. Yeah, Varg's a questionable human being, but his fucking albums are just so good. The first 4. Self-Titled is my favorite. Just amazing song after amazing song. You know, Feeble Screams from Forest to Unknown, Yeah, Lord of Depths, fucking Black Spell Destruction, the ambient track, I forgot what it's called, War, The Crying Orc. So I have a song after that. Fucking I can't remember the song title. Also, the D-side record just finished. I just love his albums, and I was actually just listening to Philosophem on the way home from school the other day, and it was like raining, and the atmosphere was just perfect, very entrancing and dark sounding. I really like Varg's vocals, especially on the first 3 albums where he did those high pitched shrieks and screams that just sound very misanthropic sounding and tortured. Just great. So yeah, 5 is Burzum. You should know Burzum if you know black metal. 4 is Dissection. Dissection is such an addictive band for me to listen to, honestly. They're really easy to get into. If you're getting into black metal, they're another great band you should definitely check out. You know, they're a relatively popular black metal band, but I don't know, they're just so damn good. Like, Storm of the Lightsbane has so many great songs. My favorite song is probably the most popular song, which is Where Dead Angels Lie. The melodies are absolutely emotional and beautiful sounding, but not emotional as in depressive, really. It's just, it's able to describe. It's like melancholic, but almost tragic, but at the same time, you could also say it's happy sounding. It's weird. But it's really good. The musicianship's very good. It's also evil as fuck sounding. So check out Dissection if you're new to black metal. It's like a mix of regular black metal with a little bit of like old school like Iron Maiden kind of stuff with the melodies. Especially in the song Night's Blood, the riff in one part kind of reminds me of the riff to How Be Thy Name. I don't know why, but yeah, Dissection is just so good. So 4 is Dissection. Number 3 is Xasthur. I might get some hate for this because a lot of people shit on Xasthur because of how repetitive his stuff is. But fucking hell, I don't think a band puts me in more of a trance than Xasthur. Every time I listen to Nocturnal Poisoning, I'll just zone out, and it's amazing. In a good way, I'll zone out. It's very raw, but it almost has this like fuzzy kind of sound to it. It's weird. I really like how Malefic or Scott Connor's vocals almost sound like white noise, and the fucking guitar tone is really great, and the keyboards sound amazing. It's just really fucking awesome. His albums are all pretty long. And he just has so many masterpieces of albums, Telepathic with the Deceased, The Funeral of Being, Nocturnal Poisoning, Subliminal Genocide, To Violate the Obvious, just amazing. Can't think of much else to say. I just really love how misanthropic Xasthur sounds and how entrancing it is, so yeah. Number 2 is pretty much the band that mainly got me into black metal, Darkthrone. Everyone knows Darkthrone, and everyone loves Darkthrone who's into black metal. Transylvanian Hunger is by far my favorite, just amazing, just moody sounding riffs. And also, I really love how aggressive and heavy fucking A Blaze of Northern Sky sounds. And just all the Unholy Trinity, as well as Panzerfaust, are amazing. Not much I need to say, it's fucking Darkthrone. So yeah, just amazing. And although they're my second favorite black metal band, Transylvanian Hunger is my favorite black metal album of all time. So yeah. Number 1 is a band I might get some hate for because some people just like them because of the story with the band. But Mayhem, I've loved Mayhem since I first discovered them. Well, since like the second time I listened to them, because the first time I heard Death Crush, it didn't click with me. But the second time I listened to them, I just fell in love. Death Crush, De Mysteriis Dom Satanas, Live in Leipzig, it's all amazing. Everything after fucking De Mysteriis I'm kind of iffy on, which like a lot of people are, although the newest album was pretty good. But it's just really fucking riffy sounding black metal. The story's amazing. They've had some really good vocalists like Dead and Attila and Maniac. They're just very crazy and dark and misanthropic sounding, but while still being headbangable and fun to listen to, which is something that I really like about Mayhem. And they just have some great catchy riffs in songs like Chainsaw Guts Fuck and Death Crush, but they also have some cold sounding riffs, like in songs like De Mysteriis Dom Satanas and Freezing Moon. I just love Mayhem so much. They're one of my favorite bands of all time, so they had to be number 1 on this list. But can't think of much else to say. I don't need to say much. It's fucking Mayhem. But yeah, those are my top 10 favorite black metal bands. Hope you guys enjoyed this list. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.